Good evening, VPG. Welcome back. Tuesday night stream, and it's just me this evening. But before you click off in disgust, have a look at what we've got in store for you tonight. Starting with, first and foremost, back to the UK Premier tonight. It is 5th place, 7th place Exito. They wish they were 5th. 7th place Exito taking on Phoenix Esports, one of our favourite teams and one of our favourite players playing up front for them tonight in the form of M West, a former Liberty PCW man. He'll be making his debut on stream in a Phoenix shirt. Confirmation of the return of Luis FIFA up front for Exito as well. That game is approximately 30 seconds away, which gives us a quick chance to do a quick whip round the houses. And there are, speaking of which, Liberty PCW taking on Velocity. Now, my lovely, beautiful face is covering up a surprise striker for Liberty PCW. I'm not even going to reveal it until the next game. Stick around. There is gossip. Stick around. There is gossip. Monzaki, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you again. Game number 3 is when we go over to the VPG Esports Premier, and it is the return of Mad Army. Defeated last night against rivals Famalicão. They are looking to put wrongs right, taking on third place Casapia. Newly promoted Casapia, promoted through those VPG playoffs. Third place, boys and girls, taking on Mad Army tonight, who they want revenge. They want revenge for last night. And speaking of last night, here are Famalicão, last night's victors, taking on Alte Esports, which, by the way, they are now up to 8th. They are quietly creeping up that league table, boys and girls, and rightly so as well. A team we absolutely love watching, and a team that is just ridiculous. I mean, look at them. Famalicão, I guess they're no slouches either, right? I guess. Right, going back to them. The matter at hand is Exito. 7th place Exito taking on 11th place Phoenix Esports. And what we've got here are two teams who are not going to be happy with those league positions. In a very, very, very difficult league, of course. They've just got their sights set on much higher. Both of these sides do, and they're two sides that, if either of these guys lifted the UK Prem, I don't think many people would call it a surprise, for example. So that's the quality, that's the caliber of teams we're dealing with here. Now, they're a long way off that. Of course they are. I mean, we can have a look at the league table here. They're a long way off of that. However, stranger things have happened. That's not updated from yesterday, has it? That's annoying. Stranger things have happened, and it's long old seasons in the VPG. We say it all the time, long old seasons. So just watch this space. Two teams that are very capable of quietly creeping up that league table. A bit like Alte, to be honest. And, you know, we saw Exito and the potential powerhouse that those guys can be and become last Thursday as well, picking up that 1-0 win against FG Live here on VPG. So I think Phoenix will know how good this Exito side are. However, we touched upon it slightly in the intro. M West is the brand new signing for those Phoenix boys. Slots in nicely. Partnered tonight by Kev, usually a centre midfielder. I mean, one thing I do love about Phoenix is they seem to have players who are very adaptable, can play in a lot of different positions, and that's how you know players are good at this game. So for Phoenix, the good thing they've got is that core. Okay, everybody knows about Phoenix, everybody knows about that Phoenix core, and what they've done is, rather than say, right, we need a new right midfielder, we need a new CDM, they move people around a bit like a puzzle piece, and that way they managed to keep that core in. And I just think with that introduction of a player of M West's quality, that's, you know, you've got that core plus that quality striker up front. So look out for him tonight. He's going to be a danger man. Obviously Dizzy in goal for Exito. a very, very good goalkeeper. He's going to be probably doing his homework anyway, but he's going to be the main man shutting those strikers down tonight. Tiki, the captain, the gaffer, in at centre midfield tonight, but I assume he's going to have a bit of a roaming role. And of course, that back line, no Mad Bad Harky tonight, unless he's playing under another alias. But Mutastic is in there as well, who I know those boys rate very, very highly. And then moving over to Exito, we are just waiting for... waiting for someone to get sent across. I can see LaBerry just getting ready to pipe up about their next game. I'll let them know as well. Yeah, moving on to Exito now. I'll move my lovely face out of the way. The return of Luis FIFA is always good to see. However, he is the one person missing from that starting lineup in the lobby right now. So he's going to be getting told off. Backline, MXCR, one of the best in this league, truth be told. He's got the captain's armband tonight. Smudger and Tommy in that centre midfield area. I mean, Smudger is, you know, him and Luis FIFA had an unreal partnership a couple of seasons ago in the last game cycle. So I was very shocked he moved into centre midfield, and then you see him playing centre midfield. He's brilliant there as well. The danger man for them, I would say, is Ewan in that cam position. Really, really tidy player. Very, very good going forward. And they just give him... I can see C. Brennan stepped in for Luis FIFA, by the way. Very, very good at finding those pockets, finding that space in behind. And I think he's going to be the man to get them going now. However, C. Brennan has just turned up as well. So expect him to do some damage also. Otherwise, the other person I was gonna highlight, Sam scored that winner against FG last week. Always loves a goal on stream. Chris, very good player. Tommy, very good player. Been a bit quiet on stream recently. So is this the game that he is going to perk up and get that unwanted stat gone? Getting it gone. Let's find out, boys. Let's find out. Yeah, confirmation of that late change. Luis FIFA, who I was looking forward to seeing. He's been replaced by C. Brennan, another former Liberia PCW striker. A striker I was very excited about seeing play for the team that we run. Alas, I mean, at least I get to see him. I get to see two Liberia PCW strikers play in this first game, and Liberia PCW aren't even playing. So what more could I want? Right then, first game of 4 for the night, and the whole team, literally the whole team, is not in. I think it might be one of those nights, boys and girls, because there was an update. I don't think I've ever seen a whole team not get in. I mean, that's what you can come to expect, by the way, from C. Brennan. But like I said, nights where they update the game, they're in just no cursors. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, C. Brennan, that's part of the update. Ignore me. I mean, it's a great finish. It's a great finish. Dizzy, you've literally saved the stream, mate. Because don't get me wrong, I probably would have gone back in now because then I can see it above their heads. But that's a very, very good point. And it's a point that someone actually did make on our YouTube comments a couple of days ago. And here is Benny Good Save from Dizzy, who is in the chat and more alert than I am. So someone commented saying they want to get rid of the cursors, and I said cursors are so good for commentary. I appreciate not good for you guys playing all the time, but for commentary, honestly, it makes such a difference. And quite clearly, that was the difference maker. But it is C. Brennan and Exito. A goal to the good almost instantly. Absolutely no reaction from me on that one, and that is my bad. But at least there was an early goal. At least there was an early goal, and it has come the way of Exito. GK, yeah, all good. I'm getting used to there being no cursors above the heads of these Phoenix players. And in behind once again is Sam. We said he loves a goal on stream, and there is confirmation. Puts his side 2 goals to the good. And Exito have not come to mess around tonight. 2 goals up inside 12 minutes. Have we got a certified banger here? Because M West and the Phoenix boys are going hunting for more goals. And it is Dizzy once more. Best player on the park, best commentator in the commentary box is Dizzy. Saving this stream, saving his team. Back post, Mutastic heads it across it. There is Dizzy once again. 3 saves in the opening 14 minutes, and his side are 2-0 up. All going Dizzy's way at the moment. Drew Deeney there. Good win from him. Yeah, you can. Yeah, David, absolutely spot on, mate. Yeah, you can. They're not my streams though, so I'm subjected to whatever these people want to choose. Obi keeps in. Good tackle from him. Kev, tricky player. Tiki, edge of the box, gives it to their new talisman, and you don't need me to say it. I should have it on a sound clip right now. Save from Dizzy, is 4th of the night, 16 minutes in. 2 goals up already. C. Brennan and Sam. Sam with his 2nd goal on stream in as many games. M. West drops the shoulder nicely. Digs one out to the back post, headed down by Mutastic to his centre-back partner, Fran. And of course, Dizzy is there to make the save. Dizzy, he's got a full highlight reel already. Shisui Shiki, oh my god, thank you very much. What an honor it is to have you in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. C. Brennan, the goal scorer. Now I can see his name above his head, of course. Happy to keep the ball for this Exito side. And as I said, 7th in the league table. They'll be looking to finish a bit higher than that, and they're going the right way about it as things stand. However, Phoenix are not a side that are going to sit back and just let that happen. And to be honest, they've been the aggressors so far. Exito have had 2 shots, scored 2 goals, but that's all they need. That's all they need when they've got these forward players. Liam Ewers. I mean, to be fair, Ewers, if you're not up to much, there's a free space next to me. There's a free space next to me. C. Brennan. I'm going to put my camera back on as well. I've had a stinker so far. Absolute stinker. C. Brennan, who's not had a stinker. Exito, who's not had a stinker either. Yeah, cheers, mate. Cheers, Cody. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, all good over here, mate. All good. Now the stream's up and running. I feel like the new update, it's just swayed me a little bit. It's just sent me a little bit. The early goals, the update, the no camera for some reason. We're here now. We're here now. Yeah, Tuesday, Tuesday is Domino's night off now. He's got a family now, mate. That's it. And it's just having me and Pro Clubs Weekly is not enough for him. Cheetos are the GOAT, to be fair. Not sure smelling a Cheetos, though, is the compliment you might think it is. Drew Deeney, good knockdown to Tommy. Smudger, the gaffer. Exito now, just trying to take the sting out of it. He says as they go long. C. Brennan picks it up to Smudger. Finds No Love Para. Smudger there once again. Again, he's more than happy just to take the sting out of this game. Yeah, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, there's always a seat here on a Tuesday if you fancy it. Headed on by Chris to No Love Power. Mutastic is there. Clears on the left peg, but it's going to come straight back to them. Ewan to C. Brennan. Slides it through to the man who loves a goal. This time, Bailey is equal to it. 37 minutes gone. It is 2-0 to Exito, despite Phoenix playing some very, very good stuff and inspired Dizzy in that Exito net. Keeping the boys in black at bay at the moment, but here they come again. Douse is there this time. Clears in to touch. Benny on that far side. Another player who loves a goal on stream, to be fair. C. Brennan loses out. Obi nips in, manages to get it down the line. Good work from him. Tiki. The cam for Phoenix. Obi tries to slide that through, but once again, Smith is there, sets his CDM teammate Tommy away. Inside to Ewan. No Love Para looking for his strike partner. Instead settles for, and I say settles for, the man who loves a goal on stream, Sam. Once again there, but Bailey, good save, and held it as well. Tommy and Smudge are doing a really good job in this centre midfield at the moment. Sam, scorer of that second goal, swings it into the back post, headed down. Mutastic and Co are there, but it's still going to fall to an Exito body. Sam gets a second bite of the cherry, puts it away, and has he put his side just too far ahead of this Phoenix side? And there is the halftime whistle. 3 goals for a rampant. Are they rampant? Are they rampant, chat? They've just put away their chances. I mean, end-to-end stuff. This game, the first game, usually takes a while to settle us in, and it's been a very, very good first half, providing you are an Exito fan, because I mean, from the 5 shots they've had, 3 goals. Phoenix have also had 5 shots as well. That's the difference. There's such fine margins as well. And yeah, like Shisui said, the shot rebounded and it fell so nicely for him. But we say on this channel all the time, if you've got it in that box, just have a stab at it. Take a cheeky little shot, because you just never know. Rebounds aren't as kind on this game cycle, but Sam, when things are going your way, that's what happens. That's what happens. And Exito are 3-0 up. Is it a 3-0 game? Absolutely not. Will the most die-hard Exito fan tell you that? I think they would. I honestly think they would. Do they care? Absolutely not. Ask FG. Ask FG, because something similar happened on Thursday as well. But Exito are not messing around at the moment. 3 goals to the good. And a free kick in a dangerous area for the boys in white. Ooh. For some reason, Ewan has decided to shoot from 35 yards. The camera didn't even follow it, but that is confirmation that he's just smashed one in, peak Ronaldo-esque. And that, if the game wasn't already put to bed, officially, it's nap time. It is night-night. Phoenix have not, they've barely put a foot wrong, and they're 4-0 down. It has been absolutely, they've been potent. It doesn't matter, from 5 yards, from 35 yards. Clearly, it doesn't matter. And they're not even finished. They're not finished yet. Benny there with a fantastic block, having to play as an emergency centre-back, because this Exito side are just penning them back in. And it's a horrible way to start the night, because I think to a certain extent you would rather just play poorly and lose 4-0, and you can say, right, let's not let that happen again for the rest of the night. You know, this went wrong, this went wrong, this went wrong. I can't put my finger on where it's gone wrong for Phoenix. They've just come up against just a clinical Exito side. We're getting to new heights now. Heights I've never seen on the stream before of a quite even game. I mean, this second half has been all Exito, to be fair. But a relatively even game ending up in a 4-goal swing. And you almost have to feel for this Phoenix side, to be fair. Ball over the top, dealt with, but the rebound goes to Para, and Mutastic just gets stuck under a little bit. Fran happy to clear it. Exito smelling blood here. They want more. They want to add to that goal tally. Para. Oh, everything's just going the way of Exito, and big save from Bailey. Point blank range, a great header. Keeping this scoreline relatively respectable. Back post is free. MXCR heads it down. Bran is there. And Phoenix, I mean, I keep saying Phoenix have not done much wrong. They're starting to fade a little bit, and that comes with the territory, to be fair. It comes with the territory of being 4-0 down. after 60 minutes. Chris C wins the header again. Is Chris in the chat? Chris C who's playing? Surely not. I thought only Dizzy could do that. Thought only Dizzy had that ability. And it seems like a very, very long time ago Dizzy was out here making a string of 4 or 5 saves in a row. He's not had much to do since. Oh, he might have something to do here. Benny into the box. Stabs it goalwards. See Brennan back there defending? That's a strange one. Not sure why he's back there. The centre forward, that is, by the way. Seems a long time since he scored as well. To be fair, it was quite a long time since he scored. No camera, no reaction, just raw dog. First 5 minutes. Good times. Great commentary, by the way. Tiki, Obi, West, Tommy. Tommy and Smudger have been fantastic tonight. They really are. Ewan slides it through to Para. He is bearing down on goal, and what a clinical finish that is from Para. He's playing to the script. I have no idea what this replay is. He's playing to the script of this clinical finishing, and I have absolutely no idea what Exito have put in their Lucozade tonight, because they are absolutely flying, and they are just they're creating chances left, right, and centre. By the way, that through ball from Ewan once again proving why he's one of the best in the league in that cam position. But Para, that finish, 5-0. 5-0. I mean, this second half has been a bit of a pasting, to be fair. I'm not sure how much longer I can get away with saying it's not a 5-0 game, because actually Exito have been fantastic in this second half, and they've just got attacking players who are still hungry. And don't forget, Luis FIFA was supposed to play up front tonight. I'm not sure what happened. A very, very late replacement. C. Brennan comes in and they go and score 5 goals. So not a bad little replacement to have, eh? Ball's going to fall to Benny, gets the shot off, and Dizzy, he's going to be real mad at that one. Of course he is. Of course he is. He wants that clean sheet. He wants those stats. It's not going to affect the outcome of the game, but I know he's going to be mad. Phoenix get a consolation at the very least, but the damage has well and truly already been done. And they keep up the pressure. I mean, if Phoenix can finish strong here, is that first game of the night, they can take the positives going into the rest of the night. Tiki there stabs it goalwards, but MXCR is there, the gaffer of this Exito side. Exuberant Exito side. A relentless Exito side. 5-1 up, first game of the night on this Tuesday. Match day number 11, I believe it is, in my dodgy maths. Week number 4 of, don't ask me how many weeks there are in VPG. I think it's 8 or maybe 9, depending on how many reschedules there are. I'm looking at you, Esports Premier. But we'll be going right up till the week before Christmas, I think. So lots more competitive clubs to come. And this is the best place for it, boys and girls. Tiki down the line to Benny. Oh, Dizzy. Don't. Heartbreaking stuff. And to be fair, that was the tamest one of the lot, I think. I assume EA just didn't lock you on. Just was having absolutely none of it. Oh, Ewan over the top. Once again, Bailey comes, but Joe Boy does fantastically well. Smudger wins it, looking for that right midfield. Not going to find it. Headed down by West. Benny wins it back on the deck. Tommy there again. I'd love to see the interceptions from Tommy and Smudger in this game. On the overlap is the gaffer Tiki, looking for striker's feet. Won't find it because the aforementioned is there. Smudger clears. Ticking down into stoppage time now. I thought the referee had called it there, and to be fair, he could have called it in the 60th minute. It's been... everything has just gone Exito's way, minus that that goal at the end for Phoenix that I'm sure Dizzy will give us the lowdown on in the chat. Everything has gone Exito's way, and yeah, good value for it. A tricky team to beat at the best of times, but in this form, they look almost unplayable, to be fair. I think this is one of the most complete performances we've seen on stream this season, and there it is, boys and girls. Do not adjust your screens. Exito 5, Phoenix 1. A very, very good, a very rampant Exito side picking up 3 points early on in this Tuesday night. They'll march on to another UK Premier game after this game, I guess. And then on to Europe, where I do believe they play in Elite. I'd be surprised if they played anything less than Elite. So a good way to start the night for those boys. For Phoenix, I guess, on the other hand, I mean, the good thing about those boys is they've all been there. They've all done it. They've got the t-shirt. They know what's going on. They know how to bounce back. And I don't doubt they will. So commiserations to those boys. I mean, like I said, that first kind of 60 minutes, they didn't really do anything wrong. They didn't really do anything wrong, to be fair. Just met an absolute rampant side, which can happen. Right then, speaking of rampant sides, please, as Sabrina Carpenter once said, let this be the night that our boys pick up 3 points. Right. Oh, the gossip. The gossip. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, the gossip. Don't let me forget to put my camera back on. I blame you guys in the chat for that. The mystery striker for Liberty PCW. Boys and girls. Crimmy has signed from Prolific. The Prolific manager. Prolific, top of the league Prolific. And anyone questioning the pull of Pro Clubs Weekly, that's all I'm going to say. It had nothing to do with us, by the way. It had absolutely nothing to do with us. It's all about that team on your left, Liberty PCW. They have managed to sign. I mean, they're losing M West, they're losing C Brennan. They've got to find world-class strikers to replace those world-class strikers, and that's what they have done. He partners Ben Bulmer up front tonight, and then just a case of the usual suspects, if truth be told. I mean, we've not seen Dakubu yet. Those of you who watched episode 1 of the Liberty PCW series, he featured on that, so it's good to see him in the team. See Sammy and Everett, two classy players, but see Sammy in particular for his goal-scoring exploits this season. He's got to be up there. He's got to be up there with one of the top goal scorers this season. Just letting the boys know I am good to go. We are good to go, of course. And then the two gaffers, you've got MVL in CDM, and you've got CJ Hyde in that cam role. Kraus playing tonight as well, but MVL he's the player of the season for me so far, minus maybe C Sammy, just for his goal scoring exploits. But MVL for me he's that player that keeps them ticking over, a bit like Smudger in that last game. Just wins everything, keeps them ticking, and just a very, very good player to watch, a very classy player. So if you are a centre midfielder, if you are a CDM, keep a lookout for that man. And speaking of players to look out for, Fabs in goal is alt account 1. We won't go into detail. We've got a bet on that if he keeps a clean sheet, he gets some Pro Clubs Weekly Premium. So, I mean, he didn't know we'd just signed Crimmy before, which is why I made the bet to begin with. But yeah, they'll have... I imagine he'll have a lot to do this evening. Put it that way. Oh, well, he better have a lot to do. We got a lot riding on this, me and Domino. But we're professional. Obviously, it'll be unbiased commentary, but If we can get 3 points, that would be great. Velocity in 18th place then, taking on Liberia. Liberia are at home tonight. Eternal Viper, very, very good player. And Rocky, very good striker as well. So look out for those two. KP at the back as well, also a very good player. I'm trying to think if we've had Velocity on before. And we have a lot of teams on, so apologies if you have been on before. But I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no on the basis that I don't recognise the majority. But a very good side. I mean, you're not in the UK Premier unless you're a good side. So it's a bit of a dead giveaway, really. We only bring you the best, of course. But it's going to be a good game tonight because I said so, really. They don't have a choice. It's got to be a good game. They've got Exito and Phoenix to beat 5-1. If we can get another 6 goals, that would be absolutely fine by me. Right then. As always, Liberia PCW in the France kit from left to right. And it is Eternal. It's not Eternal, it's Velocity. Velocity in the all white from right to left. Showing us what they're made of, potentially. Potentially. Baller down the line it goes. Cuts back again, gets through the byline, goes square. Rocky with the shot. We said he was a man to watch. Dakubu tidies up there. Early warning signs for Liberia PCW. Good start to the game by Velocity. Down the line it goes to Ben Bolmer. Partnering new striker Creamy. This is his second game, I guess. I think they drew the first game 2-2. I couldn't tell you who it was against. But 2 goals in the first game is a positive sign for us. Here is Creamy. Step over, strikes it. KP with the block, falls to HS, gives it to the gaffer, CJ Hyde. Ben Balmer outside of the foot, block once again. Tries to put the tackle in. It's going to fall to MVL, edge of the box. Goss is there, and off it goes over the top by Rocky. Good ball. Foot chase is on now. Dakubu does fantastically well over on that left side of centre-back. And yeah, so far, so good in terms of the neutral. Because it's end-to-end stuff. Maori in there. Viper down the line to Baller. Had a very good start. Rocky peeling off into this near side wing area. And they are committing bodies forward. 4 players up in this attack. Happy just to keep the ball and take some of the pace out of this game. Liberia win it back with new signing. And that's what you get, to be fair. A new sign-in, boom, welcome to Liberia PCW. Chopped over on that far side. Confirmation, it was a booking. It looks like KP as well. We haven't had a red card at all this season, actually, come to think of it. Liberia don't go and get a red card now. I tell you what, that was actually a really good free kick, but no one on the end of it. And Velocity more than happy to play out from the back. It's not the most convincing, but they've still got the ball. And there it is. Bang on cue. Sorry, Velocity. HS tries to lose his man. Davids does well, but they're going to win it back. Just struggling to play through these thirds in the last 2-3 minutes. Kraus did well. MVL gives it away. Here is Viper. Once again, Velocity committing men forward with Baller. Everett goes across to try and shut that down. It's going to come back inside to the cam. Gets it back. Square to Rocky. Straight down the barrel. Bryn either side. And we're asking the question, but he did fantastically well to hold on to the ball as well, because there were white shirts lingering as well. Remains goalless. Everett down the line. Good ball to Ben Bolmer. Chooses not to go down the line again, so Marco Van Lineker has to keep the ball for his side. Kraus. Would appear as though he's lacking options, so HS takes it from him. Tries to go down the line, and maybe Kraus had a good point, you know. It will be a Velocity throw-in, and they restart us. Again, in that defensive third, which they're really struggling to play out of at the moment. They look really good when they go direct. And speaking of direct into the side netting? direct into the offside goal? I don't know. All I do know is it's 0-0. Well, yep. Why not? I mean, regardless, it's inches either way. It's either inches wide or inches being offside. But there is the danger of that man up front, Ben Balmer. Don't forget about him. Just because we signed Crimmy, don't forget about that man. Here is Marco van Lineker. Squares it, and there he is. Bang on cue. Do not forget about him. Puts his side 1 goal to the good, and that PCW premium is safe, Fabs. Apologies, good sir. 1-0 to the boys in blue. And we almost said it. They were struggling, and they are struggling to play out. This press from LeBerry is so good. Ben Balmer inside. It's going to fall to HS. Fakes the shot. Gives it to CJ Hard. Gives it to Ben Balmer. An excellent block by Abra. At the expense of a corner. And this one just started to slip away from Velocity. And they had a really good start to this game. And they've had 2 really good half chances. Does that make sense? A good half chance. Corner routine. Everett to Crimmy. Dakubu. Oh, a point blank save from Fabs. They managed to play out this time. And like I said, they look better when they go more direct. Joker beats his man, comes back to Viper. Good press from LeBerry. And see Sammy steps across there. Goal scorer / solid centre-back. He really does do it all. Kraus, good interception from him, although it might have just been a case of right place, right time. Crimmy trying, and Gashilad does do very well. Ben Balmer tries to drop the shoulder to no avail, and Velocity once again committing a lot of players forward on that far side. Dakubu once again does very well. They do keep it in, and that would have cost them a corner, but it's cost them possession instead. I'm not sure what would have been worse. Gosso, 5 minutes until half-time. Down the line to Davids. More than happy to try and get a yard, and he does. Joker to Viper. Gets the rebound, looking for the reverse pass to Kubu there. Kraus manages to get it out of traffic. Do most players use Creator? I don't know. Maori for Velocity just before half-time. If they could pinch one here, it would break the Pro Club's weekly hearts. Marco van Lineker clears it, and there is confirmation of half-time. It is LeBerry PCW 1, Velocity 0. And truth be told, it's been heavily LeBerry PCW. But I tell you what, Velocity, do not count them out just yet, because when they've gone forward, when they've got it out of that defensive third, that midfield third, they are more than happy committing men forward, and they are more than happy chucking men at it. And that's at 0-0 and 1-0. So, look, if they score again, I don't even think a 2-0 will be a secure lead for these boys. So I think fly on the wall. If you're CJ Hyde, if you're Marco van Lineker, we're saying, right, let's go and get an early goal here and look to put it to bed as soon as possible. If you're Velocity, I think it's stay compact and let's maybe stop playing out from the back and just go direct, because they are causing problems when they go direct. And I think LeBerry would be aware of that as well. So let's see what the second half brings. Is a little bit of housekeeping. LeBerry in the blue from right to left with the Red Sox. And Velocity down in 18th place at the moment, but certainly not playing like an 18th place side. LeBerry in 10th. They will want to be finishing higher than that. And once again, caught at the back. Ben Balmer onto the left foot. Unselfishly gives it to his gaffer, who, to be honest, from his high standards, it's slightly gilt-edged. But once again, Velocity, architects of their own downfall. It's a very good press from this LeBerry side. They're aggressive in the press and the counter press. But balls like this, I guess, aren't helping. Kenny, I think you might be right, mate. That's my shout. That is definitely my shout. I mean, I'll go 3-0 just in case. Just to spice things up a little bit. Plus, I want us to keep a clean sheet. Maori Baller, who's looked very, very lively on that far side tonight. If they want to get anything going, maybe it's going to be through him. Here he is. Ball rolls one way, ball rolls the other to Viper. Edge of the box is Gosso. Everett clears with the chest and then with the volley. 2 men up. One of them is Ben Balmer. Takes it down expertly, by the way. Gives it to Crimmy. Holds it up nicely. Waiting for support in blue. And support they've got. CJ Hyde flicks it on. KP is there. Good defending from him. It's going to come straight back, though, via Kraus. Dakubu, who's had a good first half. Big switch to Everett. I mean, Everett's used to playing as fullback as well, so the fact that he's slotted in at right centre-back this season and not looked out of place whatsoever, that is CJ Hyde. Stop trying to give me a heart attack, boy. Kraus, good ball over the top. Did they hold the run? Yes, he did. Gashi Lad goes near post with a cross-come shot. Fabs does well. And again, Velocity looking to play it short, which I really like. I think that's what they need to do. Go short initially and then go long. I think it just gets rid of that first press from LeBerry. And that's where the dangers come from. Almost draw them in, lure them in, and then go a little bit longer. And it's working for them now, especially on that far side. Baller is having a very, very good game. Viper looking for the man in form. Tries to get the shot off. Double teaming over on that far side, but once again it's Baller causing all kinds of problems. Here is Davids. Velocity keeping the pressure up here, trying to get back into this game. 65 minutes gone, just the 1 goal so far in this game, courtesy of Ben Balmer. Van Lineker with the interception, just Crimmy ahead of MVL. Gives it to his strike partner, Ben Balmer. And almost like LeBerry just trying to take that bit of momentum that Velocity definitely had going in their favour. But Velocity are playing LeBerry PCW at their own game. The high press wins it back. And it is Rocky, a player that we highlighted at the start of this game. Keeps it low, drives it past the goalkeeper. Velocity on the last 15-20 minutes have fully deserved that goal. Game on. Just as LeBerry were looking to take the sting out of it, and I think it was playing into the hands of the Velocity boys. And foot off the gas. Velocity, very, very good value for getting back into this game. Kenny, I'll bite your hand off for a 3-1 now, mate. Abra just about manages to squeeze that one through, and here is the LeBerry press. Velocity go long. They may very well get change out of this. Baller challenging Everett there. Bryn goes long this time. Is he going to keep that in? He is. But they can't recycle. Instead, falls at the feet of Viper, who's got space to run into. Waiting for the overlap of Baller. Decoyed it. Edges to Viper. Gives it to Rocky once again. Bryn with the save and holds it this time. I mean, all of a sudden, the tides have changed. LeBerry backs against the wall slightly here. The good thing about these boys is they've got world-class players. Edge of the box, Ben Balmer gets it back with a 1-2, gives it to Creamy, gets that shot off at Fabs, holds onto it well. Good work from him, and once again they go short. You know, LeBerry know that in the group chat at the moment. I don't think they'll be as nervous as some other teams in this predicament, because at the moment Velocity are the ones who got their tails up. They are the ones who look more likely to score that second goal. That's not how clubs is played, though. I think they'll know that, and in this LeBerry camp, in that group chat, they know they've got world-class players, and I tell you what, that's a world-class save from Fabs, keeping his side in it. He might not get a PCW premium membership, but I tell you what, he might very well get his side a point or more if he carries on playing like that. 82nd minute. LeBerry PCW, very dangerous from corners, by the way. Edges it is. Headed down. Oh, KP does very, very well there, because a queue of blue shirts just waiting in there. CJ Hyde looking for that Hollywood pass. Finds that Hollywood pass. Of all people, you can't even say it about him because he scores every bloody week. It's C. Sammy, not with the head this time, but with a striker's finish on the deck. Puts LeBerry back in the lead. The odds are slashed from that man scoring. It should be. for a centre-half, it should be high. It's not. It's truly not. With the feet, maybe so. But I tell you what, we said this Libery side have got world-class players, and you're seeing it now. The resolve of this team is on show for you right now, and they've managed to get themselves back into this game after not taking anything away from how Velocity have played. I tell you what, Bryn. I tell you what, boy. Giving me a heart attack here. Cannons the ball off his right-sided centre-back. Will be a corner for Velocity and a chance for them to break some hearts near post. Bryn makes amends. And like I said, Velocity very, very good for half an hour in that second half. Deserved their goal, and arguably, you know, if anyone was going to go and score a winner, they were certainly looking more likely. Joker in the box gives it to Davids. They've got to watch their tackles now. Good block from Kraus. Pouring out to try and stop this ball coming in. There is the gaffer. Great win. Gosso keeps it in. You little rascal. Back post to Gashi lad. That's got to be it. That is it. Full time on the stream. It is Libery PCW 2. Velocity 1. A very, very, very hard fought 2-1 win for Libery. Rode their luck a little bit in the second half, but I mean, when you've got a free scoring centre back like C. Sammy, that's what you get. That's what you get. Not even a header, boys and girls. Not even a header. Striker's finish from that man. Swapping with Crimmy. Swapping with Crimmy now. You heard it. Ben Bulmer and C. Sammy with the goals tonight. Velocity. I mean, I think that was the first time we've seen them on the stream. I apologise if it's not. Welcome back anytime. Brilliant side, especially in that second half. They'll be scratching their head, to be honest, wondering how they didn't get a draw out of that game. But like we said, you don't always get what you deserve in clubs, and they'll watch that back and they'll understand that. But lots and lots of positives to take from that Velocity side and that performance as well, and to do it on stream too. They would have picked up a couple of fans there, and myself as well. I mean, it helps that my team won. If Velocity had won, I'm just joking. If Velocity had won, I'd still be a fan. Yeah, in the Discord as well. GG's all around, because it was a very good game. Very, very good game. Right then, we have got some very good games for you coming up. And I'm going to start by trying to find them first and foremost, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and start by finding a 1080p stream. Although I do think Marco Van Lineker's was 1080p. I just don't think I said it right, so I apologize. Right then, let's get these teams confirmed for you, because it is time to go over to the VPG Esports Premier, where the big boys play. And as you can see, boys and girls, Mad Army don't have 10 men, to be fair. I'll go into their stream and find out who's playing in midfield. But confirmation of Stocks and Warren SG and Polga, that front three. And they're just looking to avenge what happened last night. However, let me just go and check Polga's stream to find out who's playing centre mid. It's Nair tonight and Mario. So unless Capone, I mean, Capone seems to play under a different alias every single week. Unless Festic and Capone are playing under different aliases, which, to be fair, they might. They very well may be. It's a massive game. It's a massive game in this VPG Esports Premier. Because it is, and I'll get the league table up for you to have a little look at. Let me just get back on my 1080p stream. Woohoo! League table. Now, yesterday, Mad Army were unbeaten. Someone's had to go, and it was Mad Army's. Still got a game in hand over second place Familacao. So I think having that little cushion there will just, it'll give them they'll be able to rest easy a little bit. However, they are playing third place Casapia tonight / Grow Up, who are a very, very capable side. And those boys and girls who watched last night, watched Porto Salvo, and watch them tear apart One Mind. These boys are a very, very similar side. So expect Cassiopeia to try and keep it on the deck and kind of fight fire with fire a little bit, because they'll try and take on anyone. They're one of those newly promoted sides. I mean, they qualified through the qualifiers, so we got to see them a lot in pre-season. But I'll take the table away so you can see the starting lineup. You know, the likes of Banas Johnny, world-class player, can play up front, can play in behind. They've just got world-class players everywhere. Diego Guto in centre midfield with Chisato. Name me a better midfield duo than that. I mean, there's very similar ones, but they're third for a reason. And when you get a side who like to play good football and are high up in the league, that's when you know you've got a good game. And I'm very, very much looking forward to this one. Very much looking forward to this one. Right, I'll just let them know that we are ready. But yeah, Mad Army unable to do the business yesterday. They'll be looking to do the business tonight, and it's the first VPG Esports Premier game for both sides of the night. One of these players is just having an issue trying to get into the game. And like I said earlier on, I always get nervous on days where EA decide to bring out a patch. And I use that term very loosely. And it's usually a couple of hours before we all jump on, so no one's really had a chance to test it, which is just painful. Clearly it's affecting some people. To be fair, I mean, nothing different there, is there? Nothing different. Let's go over to Polga. Confirmation of that starting 11. He says as they jump out. But yeah, like I said, unable to do the business yesterday, but look the part. And this is what this Mad Army side do. Play very good football, and 99 times out of 100 get the result, and yesterday just wasn't to be. NGK with the winner there. Hashtag spoiler alert. And Cassiopeia are thinking about having to change their 11, which is a real shame, because we shouldn't even have to be considering that. You know, imagine jumping on to pro clubs to play at this level as well. Jumping on to play pro clubs and you can't play pro clubs is crazy to me. Oh, it's Diego Guto as well who's going to be missing out, which is, again, one of the best midfielders, I'm going to say in this league, in the world, to be quite frank. And to not be able to watch him is a killer. It sucks. It sucks. It looks like Pereira's coming in. Well, he did. I mean, I saw him appear. Yeah, a big shout out to LMG as well, the goalkeeper for Cassiopeia. Gave us his baller build over on Pro Clubs Weekly. A very, very tidy player, very good player. And like I said, we watched this side so much in that first week, that opening week of the VPG qualifier. This Cassiopeia side, very, very good side. Very good footballing side. We've got two good footballing sides here. Yeah, confirmation Sir Pereira is going in instead of Diego Guto. I mean, it's a very good replacement because Pereira is a very good player. but you don't like to see it. You don't like to see it. Ads, welcome, mate. Welcome. Thank you very much for keeping me company tonight. No domino. Dominoless. But at least I've bought the games. At least I bought the games. Just as these guys are getting in confirmation, Mad Army taking on Cassiopeia. That is first plays third, and then straight after that is second plays eighth. Famalicão versus the Monstars Alte. Super team. So it's only bangers tonight. Only bangers. 2 more games to go. And hopefully we get into this one, because that took a very long time. 22, as Taylor Swift once said, that's the magic number. They're going to do heights early on, which is bold, because I don't think you got time. Off we go. And it is Cassiopeia, a cursorless Cassiopeia, by the way. Cursorless. Cursorless Mad Army, should I say, in all white from left to right. And it is Cassiopeia, third place Cassiopeia, from right to left. And expect fireworks tonight. 2 very good footballing sides. Like to keep it on the deck. Play carpet football. And then they've got the world-class players to boot as well. Look out for that man. Elias, he is in scintillating form. 3 team of the weeks in a row. There's only been 3. There's only been 3 weeks so far. Ads, yep, this is going to be a banger. I mean, we've only had bangers tonight, to be fair. It's been a very good night. Nair to Pedri. Mario. Good work from Mad Army. Dembouz exchanging passes. LMG is there. Holds the ball, more importantly. Polga once again going for that name swap. I do believe he is Pedri tonight. He will be getting called Pedri/Polga. Santos tries to slide it through. Mookie is there. Gives it to Polga, who was brilliant last night, by the way. Mario to Warren SG. Dembouz opts to come back to Latoff, and Mad Army happy to recycle, and they'll go the far side this time with the danger man, Elias. Into the box it goes. Looks for that first time pass. Chisato, once of Famalicão fame, now playing for Cassiopeia. Gives it to Polga. Back post is Dembouz. Quintas with the block, and it's going to be at the expense of a corner. 13 minutes gone, 0-0. Are they? They're changing something. They're changing something. Is this the new setting about the curses? Ball comes in to the back post. Heads down. LMG is there. This is no time to be messing around. Whew. Is Banas Johnny our cameraman tonight? Getting an insight into what goes on into the wicked mind of one of the best cams in the world. Lots of options and game settings, apparently. Chisato. Nair picks up the loose ball. Stocks on the turn, looking for willing runners. One of them being Polga. Gives it to Elias. Gets the shot off. And 2 players who are very well in form at the moment. Elias and LMG. Good battle between those 2. Corner once again for Mad Army, and nothing from the first one. Can they get something out of this second one? 5 players in the box. Back sticks it goes. That's a great corner, by the way. Had a lot of swaz on it, but comes to nothing because it was very well defended. Mookie wins it high up. Warren SG manages to get there ahead of the defender. Polga keeps a hold of it, looking for a gap. Finds that gap in the form of Warren SG, and Casada gets across. Once again, it's another corner, and once again, we will try and have a little look to see what's going on. Please don't miss it. Please don't miss it. Please don't miss it. Please don't miss it. Come on, Banastroni. You got this. Ball comes in. Back post is there. Headed out by Durano. Danny Quantas for Cassiopeia. Chisato recycles it. Yeah, right. So I got a complete shock that first game, because I just assumed they'd lagged out a whole team, so missed the first goal. Really was something special. Mario, edge of the box. Cassiopeia camped in their own 18-yard box as things stand, looking to commit players forward to this. Danny Quintans loses out, and Mario will pick up the loose ball. All Mad Army as things stand. LMG Probably the busiest player on the park in that Casapia goal. I thought Johnny was going to cut that loose pass out, but there he does. He wins it back eventually. Pereira, that late replacement for Dieguito. Casa to Danny Quintans. Looking for the ball down the line, but Dembuz is there. Mario. Look how quickly Mad Army shift that ball. It's very dangerous, but Ricky Dorino is there. Very good centre-back, by the way. Very underrated centre-back for Casapia. Polga to Nair. Finds Dembuz. Cuts in on that left foot. And another stop from LMG. I think routine, but I think he would have been upset if he didn't save it. Save nonetheless, and everything's coming on this near side at the moment once it gets deflected from the goal. So I think it's their fourth corner down in this area. Once again, I think every single one of those four corners has gone to the exact same spot, and the exact same thing has happened. Warren SG prevents that ball from going long, so it will be a Casapia throw-in on this near side. 32 minutes gone. VPG Esports Premier. First place, boys in white. Polga finds Elias. Ricky Dorino is there once again. Santos, good hold-up play. Taking on these boys in black. Third place, Casapia. Got into this league through the qualifiers, and they sit in third place. Finding it tough so far. They are away from home as well, don't forget. This is France plays Portugal. I mean, we can see Benas Johnny's ping at that top. He's got 32, which should not be an issue, but it's not to say everyone's playing on that. Here is Polga, very deep, looking to get his side up and going. Elias wins that header down. Is he going to get the reverse pass? No, he's not. Stocks, though, does keep it alive for Mad Army. Mario has to go back. Good press from Casapia. Polga gives himself half a yard, which he's so good at doing. Speaking of so good, Chisato took that ball down from the heavens. Pereira over the top, looking for the onrushing god. Rafa Atsu is there. Rafa's going to pick it back up. Nair, twinkle toes, steals it off his man. Kept it on as well. And God Rafa wins his side of throwing over on that far side. 3 minutes until half time. We are goalless so far. Mad Army, perhaps the side looking more likely to open the scoring, but what this game needs is a goal. Mario to Warren. It's going to fall back to the feet of Mario. Good defending in the end. Once again from Casapia, and you can see why they're so high up in the league. Able to stop this Mad Army side in their tracks, and for as much possession as they've had, they've not really created anything massively clear-cut. Which is why it remains goalless at half-time. LMG in that Casapia goal. Again, like I said, the busier of... I was going to say busier of the two goalkeepers. I've not had to say Berisha's name once. Busier of the 22 players, I would say. His hands and his wrists very warm at the moment. Normally I would go onto my face here, but I want to see what Benas Johnny is doing here. I appreciate I don't speak Portuguese, but get a good indication of what's going on here. Everything, as Ad said in the chat, everything has been defaulted into what they want this to look like, EA, since the update. So you may notice on your screens tonight that there aren't any curses for the opposition. Confused the hell out of me, by the way, but we're here for it. Right, what we're also here, Ads, what we're also here for is the second half. VPG Esports Premier Action first plays third, and as Ads lovingly suggests, these two sides at the moment cancelling each other out. However, I think if you had to call it from here, from a neutral point of view, Mad Army probably in the ascendancy. But like we learned in the last game, boys and girls, that is not how clubs is played. Benas Johnny into Santos. Good tackle from Mookie to Polga. Moving it. They're so good at those first-time passes and keeping the ball as well. Into Warren SG, looking for the run in behind. I'm not sure the pass was meant for him. Alves, good work from him. Benas Johnny keeps the ball for his side. The gaffer there playing in Cam tonight. Can play up front as well. God Rafa, seeing a bit more of the ball. I tell you what, the foul was there if he wanted to go down. Far too honest. Latoff Looking for striker's feet, doesn't find it. Possession changes hand. Chisato, I was going to say, so assured in possession, and of course, gives that ball away. Of course he does. On the outside, come Mad Army. Polga edges is on. Nair heads it down. Pereira and co looking to sweep up. It's 6s and 7s. They do eventually clear it. Mookie just shoves his man off the ball. There's not many better in the industry than that man, but Santos does very well. Comes back at his man. Wins it back for his side. Godrath, a good feat from him. Elias. Team of the week, Elias. To Polga. Team of the year, Polga, probably. Chisato is there. Wins it back for Casapia. And like we said, both of these sides at the moment just cancelling each other out. First place, third is usually the way. Nair steals it back for the Frenchman. Down the line it goes. To Stocks. Tries to run his man. Ricky Gerino does well. It will cost his side a corner. This is corner number umpteen for Mad Army. No joy from any of those umpteen corners so far. And once again, it's played into that 6-yard box. Noticeable how LMG's not come for any of them yet. So far, so good, though, for Casabia, because they've defended them well. Warren SG, great feat from him. Exchanges passes, and I tell you what, it's fallen at the feet of Dembouz. Gets to the byline, get themselves another corner. There is confirmation of corner number 6 for Mad Army. Keeping the pressure on. 5 players in the box. Is it going into the 6-yard box again? Yep. Oh, LMG is the first one he's come for. Almost missed out. Punches it to safety. Warren SG happy to take the throw, which I thought was quite surprising because it will send the centre backs back automatically, I think. But who needs centre backs when you got Polga? Drops the shoulder, loses 1, loses 2, gets half a yard, decides against crossing it in, instead gives it to Dembouz, who gives it to Latoff, switches it to his opposite centre back. And there is the ball from Polga, switches across, and I tell you what, Casa Arda did not know much about that, but the goal was gaping, the keeper got committed, he got suckered in, got underneath it, the goal was wide open, he squared it, and they couldn't get on the end of it. What a corner routine that is. LMG, right place, right time. Mad Army are officially pounding down that Casapia door to no avail so far, but they are getting closer and closer. Over the top it goes to Dembouz, into the box, does the pirouette, edges is on once again. Polga keeps it alive to Mario, to Polga, Nair. Great football from Mad Army, and that is what they are renowned for, boys and girls. That is what they do. Not only do they get results, not only do they get goals, but they look good doing it. 1-0 to Mad Army. It has been coming. It has been coming for a very long time. And now Casapia have got it all to do, boys and girls. But it's going to make them have to come out and play if they want to get anything out of this game. Would they take a draw before a ball was kicked away from home against the league leaders? Answers on a postcard. Answers on a postcard. And it's a shame because Casapia have defended so well. But credit where credit's due, because this Mad Army side, oh, here we go, Alves, and Berisha's first touch of the ball is a routine save. Alves with half a yard, that left-footed strike, gobbled up nicely by one of the best in the business. But as I was saying, Casapia defended so well, but Mad Army, they didn't let their heads drop. They carried on. They didn't chuck the kitchen sink out. They carried on doing what they do so well, which is moving the ball, those one-touch passes, nice and quick. They have full faith in those 2 strikers, and obviously the Cam, the Gaffer, the main man, the one of the best in the world in Polga. And they didn't get their just rewards yesterday against Fama, but they're, we said in the intro, they're looking to put some wrongs right. And if they can hold on for this 1-0 win, that will all seem like yesterday. It was literally yesterday. Stocks, great work from him. Dembouz on the overlap, looking to put this game to bed. Ricky Gerino is there once again. Quintans wins it back, but it does fall at the feet of Nair. Stocks looking for that first time pass. It's what they're renowned for. 8 minutes to go. Ads enjoyed that one in the chat. Mookie to Polga. Mario. Gives it back to the man that makes them tick. Stocks squares it across to Warren SG. What a tackle. That is in the nick of time. I tell you what, the interception was brilliant. That's fantastic, by the way. The interception was brilliant. The clearance was not brilliant, but they did get away with it a little bit in the end. Dembouz picks up the routine booking for the professional foul. And Casapia, I don't think they're going anywhere, really. I don't think they'll mind that one too much, but desperately trying to find a way back into this game, and they've got 4 virtual minutes to do it. A draw here would feel like a win because they have been backs against the wall. I tell you what, that is a ball Latov recovered well because the ball was so good. Casapia now. It's their turn to put the pressure on their opposition. Ball comes in. Latov there again. Take a bow. We said what a good signing that man was for this side. Didn't play much football in FC 25. Brought back in for one of the best teams in the world. Massive expectations on that man's shoulders and called upon and delivering. Still might have some work to do. Nope, the referee says that is all she wrote. It is. Mad Army, 3 points go to the league leaders. 1-0, the finest of margins. And I tell you what, Casapia defended very, very well, but I think if Mad Army had come away with anything other than 3 points there, I think they would have been slightly disappointed. I mean, Breach had 1 touch all game. LMG had multiple touches, let's say. Yeah, it was a great game. I think all it was missing was the goals, basically. What was the goals? I mean, congratulations to Mad Army and commiserations to Casapia. I do believe, let me just have a quick little look at Nayshaw, who's not streaming. He wasn't streaming yesterday either. He's going to get told off. Valdi's in the lobby. Just trying to work out who is playing on the other channel before to see if they're going to be late. Whilst I work that out, boys and girls, there's no better screen to look at than this screen right here. The lineups for tonight. Famalicão taking on Alte Esports is your 4th and final game, and just read it and weep. It's once again names for days. It's 2 very good sides, and it's exactly why. It's exactly why we've got them on, because we didn't raise no fool. 1080p stream for you again. Don't say we don't treat you. Let me move my face out of the way. Confirmation of. I mean, I think Fuyuki is NGK. I do believe he was playing yesterday and got the winner against Mad Army, who we just saw there. So he's going to partner Luca NR1 up front. Creativo back in the side. Nayshaw in the side. Taziek and Dreezy. Nogueira at centre-back tonight. He was a late replacement for one of the Fama boys whose name escapes me. But he came in. Who's streaming it? Well, it's supposed to be Nayshaw, but he's not online. I'm trying to work out if they were playing the game before and if they're behind. But I can't see the confirmation of that anywhere. Because it changed, basically. Oh, Fenner aren't playing, so Fama should be ready ASAP. But there's no stream, so I can't check where they are. What I can do is nudge them, and I will. Chase the Fama stream as well for you guys. I mean, Alte always give us a lovely 1080p stream with 0 lag. I say that now. Touch wood. Touch wood. But yeah, just talking about these sides then, boys and girls. I mean, I don't know who the goalkeeper is. This is why I like to see the teams, because sometimes we get some naff names. I mean, who is Pablo Snus? Okay, I think that's Guy Jesus. It's a land joke. I think it's him tonight. Edu Martins played last night, so it would make sense. Olte then, again, you know, we always call them the Monstars of this league. Had a very, very, very tricky start to the season. They seem to be picking things up now. And again, this EU table lets us see their form 1-3 in their last 3. In 8th place, I mean, the good thing, again, I'll say it 10,000 times. I know, I'm so sorry, ads. I know. These are long seasons. So at the moment, they're 6, 9, 12 points off making a difference. That's literally 2 nights of VPG. So expect them to be able to get back into the title race should they want to. And to do that, they're going to have to beat the likes of Famicao. And again, just looking across this side, they've got a lot of the ex-Team GMAS boys. Team GMAS, other than Fama, are the best side we've ever seen in a traditional season sense. So what I mean by that is when that Team GMAS won that title where they romped it, that was the best looking side. When Fama won that title where they absolutely romped it, that was the best looking side. Those two sides together. So a lot of those Team GMAS boys have come across to come and play for Olte, the Monstars of the league. Ladis Jr., Yasin, Hilem, Voldy. I mean, if they've got Wembenyama, it might very well be Toledo. Again, the names just kill me sometimes. Yeah, and then you just pick the rest. Go Sol and Alvaro. You know, we talk about midfield partnerships. Find me one, boys and girls. Find me one better than that, because I'm not sure there is. Now, midfield 3 of Nayshaw, Taziek, and Dreezy. Of course, that's up there. Of course, that's up there. What I'm worried about this game is those 6, basically, and Yasin, chuck Yasin in there. Those 6 cancelling each other out. The good thing we've got here is the likes of Ladis Jr., Carlos, Creativo. I can't see who's playing on the left-hand side. Unless I move my face again. I don't know who that is, because he's playing under a different name. We'll find out when they jump into the game. We are moments away, apparently. Fama just type in now. Still no Fama stream, so I can't check that lineup. Let's see what's the latest. I mean, it is game number 4 of 4, so I'm hoping. Nayshaw, there he is. Are they just getting into a game? Oh, good lad. Yeah, they just sent. We're not going to be able to see it. We just missed it. Here is confirmation. Sometimes it pops up quickly before it goes over, I guess. We will go back to the Valdi stream, maybe? Or should we stick with Nayshaw? Who's at home? Fama. We'll do that then. Both of them 1080p for your viewing pleasure. And I guess if this one lags, so we can go straight over to the other one, it's fine. We've got choices, boys and girls. We've got choices. There you go, ads. We've got choices, mate. Sorted you out. Right then, 4th and final game of the night. It's 2nd place Fama, who beat league leaders last night, 1-0. Mad Army, who we just saw win 1-0. There's a tongue twister for you. Against 3rd place Cassiopeia, taking on Olte, but Olte, 8th place Olte as well. Much improved league position from last week, I'll tell you that for nothing. Right then, well, we've got curses for everyone. Don't I feel spoilt? It is Famicao from left to right. 2nd place Famicao, the Portugueses, taking on the Monstars, Olte, in that traditional Barcelona kit from right to left. This is going to be an absolute banger, boys and girls. Not sure about the camera angle though, Nayshaw. Can't lie. It's not very broadcasty, is it? It's not very broadcast friendly. Nayshaw. By the way, I know it sounds stupid, but look at that ball, by the way. To Zinni on that left-hand side. NGK finds Luca on the turn. Left foot! Did Loru make the save there? That's a quality save. Loru, again, one of the best in the business in this league, in the world, to be fair. Turns it behind for a corner. What a good save, but what a turn from Luka. I don't see any other players at the moment turning like that man. Gives himself half a yard, still gets the shot off. He's so dangerous. And there is confirmation of Wembanyama playing for Alte. Yassin looking for Carlos on that right-hand side of midfield. Look to cut back. Taziak is there, expense of a corner. This game already red hot. 3 players in the box only for Alte. Very good from set pieces as well. Luka's insane. And there, that's more like it. If you put that ball into the 6-yard box, the goalkeeper should always come for it. And that's exactly what Guy Jesus did there. Yeah, Luka's being in red-hot form as well. What I was going to say, as Nashaw played that 60-yard ball over the top, he's not playing Cam per se at the moment, Nashaw. He's the man highlighted here. But he still does have that free roll. And when he moved out of Cam and dropped into centre midfield, there are a lot of people asking, is that the right thing to do? And to be honest, I personally think he went off the boil slightly, and now he's made that kind of centre midfield position his own. He's playing a lot deeper, but it just means that Fama side can get almost going a bit sooner because he gets the ball so much deeper. Plus his defensive work is also very good. He's a very intelligent player. There he is taking a nibble. And Dreezy and Taziak are happy to do the kind of grunt work. And also with him dropping back in, they get a little bit more freedom as well. And we're not, you know, we do see Taziak and Dreezy pop up every now and then as well. Speech over. Lattice Jr. inside. Brecha is there with the blue hair. Creativo finds Nashaw. Again, very deep. Dreezy into NGK. Last night's match winner against Mad Army. A great finish. Zinni is the left midfielder, the mystery left midfielder tonight for Fama. Go Sol to Alvarez. We do. He's safeguarding it though. I'll ask him again. I ask him every other week, to be honest, mate. NGK gives it to Zinni, cuts inside. Good block. Not sure who it was in an Alte kit who managed to prevent that, but it was a great tackle, whoever it was. Yeah, absolutely. Yassin slides it through to Wembanyama onto the right foot. Wanted a bit too much. Nogueira, though, did well to pinch it off. The current Ballon d'Or winner, holder in Wembanyama. Taziak to NGK, 20 yards out. Go Sol is there once again. It's what he does best, him and Alvaro. In that central midfield position, complement each other so well and also just do the hard yards for this side. Similar to Taziak and Dreezy. Hilem to Alvaro can really get this team ticking over. Saw that last week. We tweeted about it last week, to be honest. 70-yard ball over the top to Lattice Jr. The touch and the finish from that man, of course. What they would give for that tonight. Stalemate so far. 30 minutes gone. Sol into Joker, who's been very quiet. Not seen much of the ball at all, has the striker. Fama from the back. Dreezy. Taziak. Switches on to Brecha. Gets it under his spell. No, he doesn't, because Wembanyama is there. Going to turn on the burners, and I think it's Dreezy who came across. Just disrupted his run a little bit. Able to win it back as he had just turned on the burners. And here is Zinni, far side, into Taziak. Dreezy looking for striker's feet. Go Sol once again, but Nashaw wins it back. Looking for Luka's feet. Finds Luka's feet. Alvaro this time. And this is the problem we highlighted, boys and girls, is when you've got world-class centre midfielders, CDMs, just screening those passes into the strikers. Ugh. You just want them to let just every now and then let one go through. Let one go through. Alas, Taziak. Good work from him. Finds Luka in the box. And I tell you what, Carlos there on the old circle button was very heavy. I mean, he's done well. Wins it back for his side and also wins them a throw-in. Gonzalo very high up. Fortune favouring the Brave there. Zinni drops the shoulder nicely. Finds NGK. Tries to square it. They're not going to get anything out of it because it's going to be a goal kick. 37 minutes gone. We are goalless here. And game number 4 of 4 for the night. Don't forget, on this channel, it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, 8 p.m. every week. Pro Clubs Weekly on behalf of VPG. Hillam. Switch bequeaths the switch. Alvarez to Lattice Jr. The feet on this man, but Creativo does well. I tell you what, inadvertently sets off an Alte counter-attack. Nogueira has to come across the makeshift centre-half for tonight. Does well for his side. I say makeshift. He can play centre-back and centre midfield, and do it very well. Valdi heads it down to his centre-back partner. They will win another corner, and it's a night of corners tonight. Seeing plenty of them. Is Wembyama taking this corner as well? You know how I feel about strikers taking corners, boys and girls. That's why. That's why. Not great. Luca, another man who loves a corner. Looking to feed Nayshaw. Joe Sol does very, very well. And here comes Wembyama, the corner taker. Carlos Gonzalo steps across, one of the best in the business. At centre-back, Gonzalo. Luca to Creativo. Nayshaw edges, very patient. And that's why they're so patient. They wait to give it to that man. And once again, boys and girls, he does it on stream. He does it at the biggest stage. It's Luca NR1. That man is inevitable. We've been saying it for years now. On the stroke of half-time. No better time to score against a very, very good Alte side. And there you have it, boys and girls. A Luca-inspired Famalicão. And how many times have we said that over the years? 1-0 at halftime. Nothing Lauro could do about that. He only needs half a yard, which makes him so, so dangerous. And the patience and the probing from Famalicão, it just goes to show you why they play that way. Not once were they tempted to lump that ball in. Not once were they tempted to L1 triangle, to go direct. Their goal is to get it to that man, and he will do the rest. And if he can't do it, he'll give it to one of his supporting cast, and they'll go and do it. But he did not need his supporting cast this time. 1-0, the difference is that man, Luca NR1. You would not have got very good money on that one. Random question, do you support a team in the Prem, Serie A, La Liga, etc.? I'm not sure if you can see it, actually. There's my MK Don scarf behind. So, for my sins, yeah. That's where I'm from originally, sadly. Right then. Alte. That team talk would have changed drastically at half-time. Yeah, ads, mate, we're going to have to. And please do remind me. Off the 50p head of Nogueira for a corner. I mean, every time he scores ads, his stock just goes up. He's going to start charging me. Up the Dons. Up the Dons. I know you probably don't mean that. Everyone hates MK Dons. And I'm okay with it. Guy Jesus has come a very long way. Goes to ground under that 50-50 with the Alte man. Apparently, he's going to get a free kick for it. I don't even think that's really where that challenge happened. But hey, what do I know? Guy Jesus making up his own rules. Corporal Snus, or whatever it was. Captain Snus. Right. We are professional. Alte. Looking for the ball in behind via Yasin. Again, another player from that Team GMAR setup. Zinni keeps the ball alive with Dreezy. There's a player on that right-hand side. If they want to use him, he's holding his run very, very well. It's Creativo. So patient from that man. And I tell you what, that reverse pass stays onside. Taziak breaking the line. Gives it to this man. You know he only needs half a yard to the supporting cast. NGK gets the dispossessed. Joe Sol is there once again. And I tell you what, Fama were queuing up there. And this game has... The goal has sparked life into this game. There's no two ways about it. Lot of foot traffic in those central areas. And again... That is what this side need to do. Keep out of those central areas. They're getting lots of joy on that far side in particular. Yasin there this time to hold things up for Alte. But Alte know they've got to come out and play now. Fama are a very good side at holding a lead. I'm hoping that it's a bit of reverse psychology, me saying that. Wembanyama heads it down, Gonzalo. Great sweeping from that man. Again, I've said previously on streams, one of the best sweepers in the business. But you don't see many teams playing with a sweeper. And I think when Nogueira plays, he seems to go a bit more onto that left-hand side, which he is here. Unless they, for some reason, switch... what's the word I'm looking for? I know the Fama boys and a lot of the esports players can switch profiles. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why. But I know for a fact Gonzalo always plays with that afro, and he's always the central centre-back. So it would be strange if they swapped that. Put it that way. Joe Sol to Yasin. Not that I'm casting aspersions, of course. I'm sure you're allowed to do whatever it is they're doing. Or they might not be doing it. I might be speaking out my bottom. Dreezy. Taziak picks up the loose ball, and for some reason, I thought it was a foul the other way, but instead it's going to come back to Famalicão. 63 minutes gone in their own defensive third. I don't think they'll mind that, because it just takes the sting out of the game a little bit. And whilst I'm not suggesting that Fama are going to sit in by any stretch of imagination, I mean, they had 4 players committed to that attack there. They have lost out. Brecha steps in, wins it back. Luca very, very deep. Doesn't seem to mind whatsoever. Nashaw appearing on that right wing. Why not? He can do everything. Creativo. Thought he might go back down the line there instead. Wins a throw-in for his side. Joe Sol once again happy to clear it into Rosette. Fama not sitting back in. Although as time ticks on, they may well... I mean, we saw Liberia PCW do something similar. Get in the lead and just start to take their foot off the gas a little bit. And we saw what happened there. Often fortune favors the brave. And I know this Fama side are very brave. But also very, very good defensively. Here we go. Taziak. After NGK won it back for his Fama side. There's a player on that right-hand side. It is Creativo bearing down on a goal. It's not. It's Nashaw. Gives it back to Creativo. Taziak. Zinni. Dreezy. Taziak. Luca. Creativo! It's textbook stuff. It's poetry in motion. It doubles the lead for Famalicão. They are the real deal. It is 2-0. Alte sinking out of sight. No better time to do heights. 2-0 then, boys and girls. Fama. This is why they're up there. Season after season. It's great to watch. It really is. And you can see the similarities between this Fama side and Mad Army. It's why they're first and second. They're the best to do it. They're the only teams doing it, I would say, at this level. Luca gets crowded out by 3 Alte shirts there. It was pure cinema, to be fair. Both of you are spot on. Yasin. Alte have got work to do, and they've got to do it quick. Alvaro popping up. Joker gets the shot off of either side. And maybe we're asking the question. Guy Jesus not slowing down, and perhaps should have. Because Alte back on the attack. Lattice Jr. sends 3 men for a Twix. Heads got down, and Nogueira off the line. And Lattice Jr. take a bow because the skill and the ball put it on a plate. Just couldn't get enough on it. Carlos from the other side this time. Guy Jesus saves and holds. And Alte... again, proving they can mix it with the best of them, but they didn't quite have the luck, I don't want to say the quality, but they needed a quality finish there. They didn't get it, and they come looking once again. Joker through to Wembanyama. There's your quality finish, boys and girls. Game on, 2-1. Alte handed a lifeline deep into this game, the 85th minute. Current Ballon d'Or winner, boys and girls. That is what you get with that. And it's one of those things that, you know, it's easy for me to say sat up here, but Alte, since going 2-0 down, and to be fair, since going 1-0 down, have looked so much better than that first half, and I appreciate Esports Premier so much on the line. For some reason, Taziak completely unmarked. Alvaro pinches his pocket. The goal gaping, and he's no stranger to a goal, Taziek. Probably not got the right build on to be a fox in the box, but he has been a makeshift centre forward over the years for Famalicão. So, oh, Wembayama, he's got the ball in the box. Is there a sting in the tail? They are going to get a corner in the very, very depths of this game. There are 6 players on the line for Famalicão. There are 6 players in the box for Alte. Headed down, falls at the feet of Gonzalo. Of course, it's that man who is there. Assured as anything, safe as houses. It was never in doubt, was it, for Famalicão? Whew. Whew. Alte real made a game of that towards the back end. But I tell you what, Famalicão, a bit like Mad Army, very, very good value for the 3 points. And that is exactly what they get. And we've said before, you don't always get what you deserve in 11v11 pro clubs, but tonight, those last 2 games, it went the way of the league table and it went the way of the better sides on the night. Confirmation then, Mad Army and Famalicão picking up massive, massive wins, and massive wins against 3rd and 8th place. Guys, are we gonna get runaway leaders here? Because I know it's a long old season, but the way those 2 teams are playing at the moment, I'm looking around and I'm wondering who's going to catch them. What I will say is, the likes of Casapia, just looking at the league table, 4 games in hand over Fama. Gala, prolific. It's doable. Long old seasons. However, if Mad Army and Famalicão keep this up, it will be a 2-horse race. So the rest of the league really do need to buck up their ideas. And to be fair, I'm sure we'll see 1, maybe 2 of these sides again on Thursday. It would be foolish not to. Boys and girls, thank you very much, especially you guys in the chat. Thanks for keeping me company. Tuesdays are always good for company in the chat, so thank you very much, Ads, Chris. Really, really do appreciate it. And join us on Thursday, where I'll be back with Domino for the Pro Clubs Weekly Double Team, Thursday at 8 o'clock. And also, don't forget, the VPG Late Night Show will be on Pro Clubs Weekly YouTube straight after. And what we do, we finish this, not on a Tuesday, by the way. I'm just a one-man army. Mondays and Thursdays for the VPG Late Night Show. What we do is, as soon as we're finished here, give ourselves 5 minutes to go to the loo, get a coffee, and we'll jump onto Pro Clubs Weekly YouTube. So make sure you're following this channel, subscribe, like, all that good stuff we usually ask for. And then do the exact same over on Pro Clubs Weekly as well. And put the notifications on as well, because we will be going live at different times depending on when we finish in the night. Kenny, thank you very much as well. And thank you very much for your support. You guys are far too kind. Thank you very much. And keep supporting Pro Clubs. Competitive 11s and 11s specifically, because that's the only way we're going to put on EA's radar and get this game mode the love it deserves. Right then, guys, thank you very much, and I will see you probably on social media beforehand. If not, I'll see you on Thursday night, 8 PM. Do not miss it. This league is heating up. Cheerio.